Good morning and welcome, guys. Welcome back to school. Welcome back from summer, etc. All right, I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of stuff today. So, sorry if it's a little bit longer, but I want you guys to get all the information that you need from me. So, I'm gonna start off just kind of by going over what you need to know from me, and I'm gonna cover a lot of the information that's on that scavenger hunt that you guys need to know for this week. I'm gonna start just on eClass because it's real short, it's real easy. We do not use eClass, okay? If you happen to come to it, right away you'll see there's a button that just takes you to Google Classroom. The very first time you come here, you guys will come over here to this online only link. You can click this link if you are logged into your school Google. If you're not, it probably won't work. Or you can just go to classroom.google.com, and here is our class code right there, BC7NAH3. That'll put you in my Google Classroom. The other thing that you might come back here for is if you cannot remember our class link or the site, this button will always be up. You can just come and click on this button at any time. The work that we do is never on eClass. Nothing is here on eClass. We do all of our work using Google, and I have a website for you. It is at bit.ly/dubsonlinemedialit. If you click this button or this image, it'll take you straight there, and that's where we're going to do the rest of our stuff today. So I'm going to hop on over there. This is the home page. Normally, this banner here at the top will have a link to each weekly page. I will also have buttons down here that take you to the weekly page. Right here is just some generic like welcome information, tells you a little bit about when things are due, right? So you're going to have all week to do your work. I will usually get it posted out to you sometime during the day on Monday. I have face-to-face classes 1st through 3rd. So usually 4th and 5th period is when I'm going to build that content. Sometimes maybe 5th or 6th period is when I'll be able to get it out to you. If you need to get in touch with me, we have a remind code. You can just put at OL Media Lit into 81010. And then again, this is just like the general front page. Usually you can come up here, you can go up to our whatever unit we're in and look for the weekly page, or there will be a button right here that says go to this week, or down here there will be a button. So all of those places will take you to our weekly page. And each week you will have a brand new page with lots of information on it. And that information is the instruction for the course, okay? It's not just here's an assignment, do it, here's an assignment, do it. This page is everything that you need for the class, okay? If there are any announcements or anything going on that I need you guys to know, if there's stuff that seniors need to know, I'll put it up here, okay? Right now it's just, hey, make sure if you need remind, you can get into it. We do not Zoom, we do not have online stuff unless I absolutely need to, and I have not in years and years and years. So, on the very, very off chance that we might need to, I will let you know plenty ahead of time. I will occasionally write on assignments and send information to you on assignments, but if you need to get in touch with me, this is talking about how do you get in touch with me, okay? You can get in touch with me via Remind, you can email me, you can come to my room, but do not send me messages through Google Classroom because I've got all those notifications turned off. If I didn't, I would get several hundred a day, okay? So I do not get notifications through Google Classroom. It's important that you understand that. All right, the way that we get information through this page, this site, there are 3 columns here, and this is kind of the formatting that I use. So the first column, I'll give you just kind of a brief overview of the things that we're doing in the week that is upcoming. Okay, I might tell you a little bit about like a skill, or I might tell you, oh, we're going to cover this week. I will try to have a video for you just about every week, unless I don't feel like there's a video needed. If you're not learning a new skill and you're just applying things that you already know, I may not post a video for you specifically. But again, it is super important that you are coming to this webpage every week. So I want you to go ahead and bookmark it right now. Okay, you can bookmark it. I would go home and bookmark the home. but it's really important that you guys are coming to this page every week. The place or the way that most people end up kind of getting themselves behind or having trouble is they stop coming to this website and they just go to Google Classroom and look at assignments, and then they don't understand their assignments or they do them poorly because they're not coming here. This is the actual class. This is the course. And then what is on Google Classroom is just how you're showing me stuff. Okay, so this column is just an overview of what we're doing. This middle column is what I am giving you as materials, as instruction. So this column might be a little bit longer, and I don't want you to be daunted by it. A lot of times I will give you extra things. A lot of times I will link to all of the documents you're going to get that week. Sometimes I will give you videos. Sometimes I will give you websites. Sometimes I'll give you more than you need. And I'll try and explain it. If you read through, I'll explain what all of these things are. It's kind of like a narrative from me explaining what you should be doing with all of this information. And then this last column is what are you expected to be doing this week as assignments to prove to me what you have learned for that week. All right, so I will list off the numbers. Every assignment will have a number. You see it's the week 1, and then the assignment number. So 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. And I'll tell you what it's called, and then I'll just remind you again like what it is or what to do. And a lot of times I'll give you a link to the basic document, but your individual documents will be linked on Google Classroom. So you see this week you're doing the scavenger hunt, which a lot of the answers from the scavenger hunt we've already covered. Or you can just kind of like browse through here and be like, oh look, there's one. Oh look, there's another. The next thing you're going to be doing is digital footprint notes, and I'll go pull those up in just a second, and you'll see there's a slideshow, and then there's a short page of notes that you're just going to kind of go through and put some answers there. And then the last thing you're doing is you're going over AI information. You're going to look at this slideshow that we've pushed out and learn what is and what is not acceptable use of AI, and then you're going to go through and read and sign the contract that we've pushed out. Another thing that is important is that you guys are submitting your work through Classroom. You're not sharing documents with me. Sharing documents with me does not get them turned in. So I think most of you have probably used Google Classroom before, and you know what I'm talking about. So let's bounce over to Google Classroom. When you get to Google Classroom, we do not use this stream. I do not have everything posted here. So don't worry about the stuff that's here. I may occasionally put some things. I've got a calendar here for you. What I want you to focus on is this classwork tab. That is where you are going to go, is right here to the classwork tab. I will keep everything sorted by week. I like a nice clean flow. And then you can look, this is an assignment, this is an assignment, this is an assignment, right? If you learn your little icons, these are just extra materials. And if you look at them, I've kind of explained what these things are. And if you read this week's web page, you'll see that these are things that we are doing in the face-to-face classes. I'm not asking you to do these assignments. I've included them in case you wanted to look through them and see what else we are doing here in school, but I am not assigning them to you. I am not expecting you to do them. The first thing you are doing this week is this online scavenger hunt. And so in a normal week, I will pull up the website, and then I will real quick maybe go through the assignments if I think they're difficult or if I think they need explanation. So usually you'll have like a handout from me where you go through and you do the work, and the work is pretty easily explained. It's pretty narrative. So you have your online scavenger hunt. You're going to have these digital footprint notes that are going to walk you through this slideshow that talk about the information footprint that you have. And it's just a couple of questions here. It looks like a whole page, but it's just kind of thinking about what is the information that you're putting out on the web, and do you realize that? So it links to the slideshow here, it links to the slideshow here. So you've got all of that, but this is what is due, is this assignment, is these notes. Okay? And then 1.3, we've pushed out this slideshow, the AI Day slideshow. And this, again, I want you to go through it, and I want you to look at these notes. And I want you to read through them and think about what we're covering, what we're talking about. We're talking about artificial intelligence and how you can use it and how you should or should not use it. This talks about what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, and I'll be more clear about that as we go through and talk about projects and things like that. This is a really important slide once you get to it, talking about what is okay, what really is not okay. And just to be clear, it is super, super easy for us to recognize and to understand when you guys are using it. I took a screenshot of my actual computer. Like, this is my folder, and these are all the different, I can literally click a button, and it tells me in a half a second whether something was generated. Okay. And not only that, but like, we can tell just by reading something whether that meets or matches the tone of what you guys are writing. So we get a sense of who you are as writers, and we can tell that too. So you're just going to go through this slideshow and just kind of understand the way these work. And then you're going to go through this year's policy and read through it. And then at the bottom, type your name and type your name. So you're essentially signing a contract with us that you understand what is and is not appropriate use of AI, and you accept that you're going to either follow these guidelines or accept consequences. I know I've been talking for a long time, but it's really not that much for the week. It's 3 pieces, but they're not difficult. If you look, they are all due Sunday night. Okay, so I will push these things out to you usually Monday midday. And again, they are all here. They're all explained here. There's lots of links. I will post this video here. I will post this video on the home page. It'll go right here. We'll take away our little no mouse. This is a really old video, but just talks a little bit about late work. It's week 1. You don't have late work. Don't worry about it yet. But as we move on, talking a little bit about it. Just some stuff about me. Here is our syllabus if you wanted to go through the syllabus. Anything else that you guys have, you can always email me. But again, remember, some of the best ways to get in touch are listed right here. Join Remind. You can text me. I have my phone with me all the time. I live and die by my phone. You can email me also, but I'm not always at my desk. I help a lot of other teachers. I help cover other courses. There's a lot of other things that I do throughout the day. So the easiest way to get through to me is through the phone. I'm pretty sure that's everything that we needed to cover. If there's anything that I have missed, you can get in touch with me, right? Other than that, I hope you guys had a great summer. I hope you're ready to get started on your senior year. I'm super, super excited to start working with you guys. And anytime you have questions, please stop on by. I'm B115. And I can't wait to meet and have a chat with some of you guys and have a great year. All right. Have a good one.